Oh my god, I can start. Okay. Oh, just tell me when to start.
Sounds good.
Uh, all right. Hi everyone. I'll be your commentator for today. My name is Very, and joining me is Mina.
Hi, everyone. Oh my gosh, I'm really happy that we are going to be commentating together today because we haven't commentated together yet, but it's nice to basically collab for this matchup. It's going to be Teams Victory versus H2O.
Yes, two very interesting teams we're getting today.
All right, while they get started, is there anything you want to manifest, Barry, before we go ahead and into our ban and pick selection?
Yes, anything weird, anything random, anything just interesting.
Me too. It's always fun, and I think that's what I really admire about the NAEU side of the community is that um, it's a mix of meta and everyone's personal picks. So if anyone has sort of favorite or a character that they're particularly skilled at, it doesn't matter if they're meta or not. They're willing to play these characters even just in round one. So I'm definitely hoping for that as well.
Lucky guy mind's eye round pick first round. It's time.
Actually, because honestly, the chances are not even low at this point because even in our first weekend, we've had almost all decoder picks. And honestly, I see the vision. Actually,
We
yesterday,
see
I
the
think,
vision.
right? Yesterday, I had a rank match where all of us just went decoder and the hunter may have gotten bodied. It was a very fast match. But yeah, hopefully we'll be seeing some more decoders.
For hunters, what do you hope to see, Mina?
I think I definitely want to see some chip hunters. I would love to see some sculptor
Ooh,
and some guard 26. You know what? I think I actually want to see Mad Eyes as well.
Mad Eye? Oh, that would
Yeah.
be interesting.
Yeah, I don't think we've quite had a Mad Eyes yet, but um, we've also seen Breaking Wheel as well. So we've seen Breaking Wheel. Oh, we've seen Violinist in round one. So I really think that there's a possibility for anything. So I definitely want to manifest these chip hunters. Maybe not for round one, but I would definitely love to see them. And it does look like we are going to be heading into Ever Sleeping Town, a really solid choice for a map, especially for round one. It's not surprising, but it does definitely have a lot of areas that can be beneficial for both the survivors and the hunter. It's definitely one of our more open maps as well. And of course, there's always that tram knocking on wood that no one gets run over.
No one gets hit by the tram. Ooh.
How about you, Barry? Is there any hunters or how about survivors? Anything in particular?
For Hunter, I would say I'd love to see an Axe Boy. I love
Hmm.
Robbie. That's my main. So I'd love to see some Robbie gameplay. Hopefully, not of him getting bodied, but
For
yeah,
sure.
I'd definitely like to see Axe Boy. Axe Boy is such a great hunter, especially if you know how to use him. You know he's a little weak right now in meta, but he's still really great. For survivors, that's a little bit more hard since basically everyone runs the same thing. But if I were to say, I'd like to see, hmm, you know, Archer. Just randomly, just Archer. I want to see a really good Archer.
I would love to see Archer. I do think she's exempt from the character selection pool, though, unfortunately. I think our cutoff is going to be meteorologist, but there's definitely
Yes.
been some crazy Archer plays. So I would love to see her in the near future. But we have seen a lot of meteorologists. So we won't be seeing Archer, Escapologist, Peddler. unfortunately, but I definitely think they've been
We won't be seeing
utilized
Mr.
quite a lot.
Clean.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna wanna go pretty hard for the survivor picks, as well as the hunters, since in round one they won't be getting any hunter bans. It really leaves the floor for any hunters at all. And survivors, even though you are gonna deal with a couple of bans, and yeah, a couple of bans, but you won't have to deal with the global bans just yet. So they're definitely gonna wanna make those first couple of lock-ins count. In in a similar vein to Archer, I definitely think that having at least one harasser will definitely help out, especially for buying time.
Most definitely, like an antiquarian would really help out the team.
Hmm. I would love to see some of our, I guess, more underutilized harassers as well. I would love to see some prospector. Maybe I'm just biased because I do really like Norden, but he is a pretty fun character to play as well, and pretty versatile as well. And you do have a faster healing with prospector as well. So especially if matches get prolonged and on a map like Ever Sleeping where the ciphers kind of tend to be closer together, if you're not careful about where you're decoding, they do end up clustered up in the late game. And we've definitely seen a lot of matches on Ever Sleeping where it really gets panned out. Even just in round one, teams will really try hard for that dungeon escape.
Yes, there's also a possibility of getting more unorthodox picks on Ever Sleeping, such as a wheel on Ever Sleeping
Hmm.
or Opera first round, because this is one of her best maps.
For sure. And even though she's definitely suffered from quite a number of nerfs, she's still rather consistent and she still remains as one of the top picks in terms of hunters.
I'd be wondering if they were willing to bring out a priestess on this map, if they're just feeling up to it, even
Mhm.
though she's not really good into Ivy or Goatman.
Yeah, for sure. And allowing the priestess to be played is definitely a little bit of an indicator of who you might be playing as well. But heading into the first bans and picks, it does look like we are going to be taking Mechanic and Seer as our first survivor bans.
And for our first pick, it looks like we have Puppeteer and Magician.
Ooh, definitely some solid choices, especially with the puppeteer. Being able to tank that damage with the puppet allows for a lot of versatility, even for rescues. And the magician as well, he's got his own rescue perks as well, even if he's the one who happens to be on that chair. There's a bit of an illusion even after the rescue goes through. And of course, those decoys, they've definitely been buffed. I'm sure you know firsthand Barry as an Axe Boy
Yeah.
main. But yeah.
Oh, taking the fireball and then just
Yeah,
not being able to do anything afterwards, just seeing the magician run off. Ugh. It
definitely.
seems like for bands, now we have Antiquarian and Gravekeeper. And for the last two picks, we have Novelist and First Officer.
Yeah, definitely a solid choice. It does make for a pretty elusive team. Puppeteer and First Officer can definitely take some hits, especially with First Officer's watch and prolonging his ability to rescue, having that extra 5 seconds of a little mini tide, essentially. And of course, our novelist is a bit of a softer harasser in terms of the metaphor. And being able to start off with it allows for some pretty cheeky opportunities, especially with pallet stuns. Or since we're on Ever Sleeping, you can definitely switch the hunter into the tram tracks.
Oh, do you think we'll see that this round?
I will manifest it. I'm looking for not accidental tram hits. If you know, like everyone definitely needs to look both ways, especially for Goatman, who is going to be our hunter pick. I see a lot of them in IJL, and I think even in Koa, where they will use their cages and just end up getting a hit by the tram, which is really unfortunate, but it does happen. So definitely both teams have to look out for that.
All right. It seems that everybody is running borrowed time at Tide and Flywheel. No broken windows.
Mhm. No borrowed timeless team comp, which does allow for Mm, it does give them a little bit lower kiting potential in terms of bringing that knee-jerk reflex. There's definitely a lot of areas where you could utilize them, but um, with being with Goatman enough, just being mindful of the pallets and when to drop them, especially when he's placed down those cages, will definitely serve enough, I think. But as we head into the round, this is going to be our Victory Hunter versus our H2O survivors. My name is Mima, and I am joined with Barry for commentary. Good luck to both teams.
Good luck to both teams.
Let's make a quick bet. Who's going to be first kite? I think I'm going to manifest maybe first officer just to kind of try and see if he'll end up wasting a pocket watch. A lot of
Maybe.
hunters like to do that.
I was gonna say magician.
Hmm. Let's see who's right. I'm betting 60 echoes.
60
Just kidding.
echoes.
Just kidding. I can't encourage that. But yeah, heading into this round, it does look like we are going to be going for the puppeteer. So I guess neither of us are going to be right for the moment.
Neither of us won that bet.
This is good. I put echoes on the line. But yeah, so Puppeteer is keeping quite a distance for our Goatman, but of course, with those cages, we can close that distance relatively soon. It looks like our Goatman does not have fast pallet breaking, but we are going to be patient with this Puppeteer here. Not quite using a cage. Oh, now we're going to pop a cage to force the Puppeteer into using the puppet. Oh, and we're gonna see a little bit of
Ooh.
block from the window and block outside the graveyard in general. It looks like our puppeteer is gonna go for a tram, not able to get another hit from the Goatman, who is going to be switching over to our novelist.
It would have been funny if Nava switched him into the tram right there.
Definitely. But it looks like we're actually going to commit to our puppeteer and going to use a cage, perhaps.
Ooh,
Oh, but good
nice
timing.
puppet.
Ooh. We're gonna get another hit on the puppeteer here. And it does look like we aren't going to have as much health left, but our hunter is gonna pop a blink and get our puppeteer down. Ciphers are looking solid with nearly 3 down. Magician has finished up his cipher, and of course our first officer is in the area. Oh, unfortunately though, he is going to be having some wanted order. Oh,
Ooh, the cage got messed up.
okay, we still have a bit of time on the chair, so it looks like, oh, we're gonna get a hit on the first officer as the cage breaks, and it does allow for a good rescue for the puppeteer. Now, of course, we are going to be under tide, so unfortunately, puppeteer can't use that puppet, but we are gonna get a hit on the first officer. I think it was a chair hit, actually. I think I was mistaken before, but
No,
tide is
it
gonna
was
be
a chip
over.
hit.
Oh, okay, got it. But we are, ooh, really clean puppet here to allow the puppeteer a little bit of extra time transitioning over towards our old geisha house. Or main
It
entrance,
seems like
actually.
Goatman's out of Remnant right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Ooh,
that was a really good juke. Oh, but unfortunately our puppeteer is gonna get terror shocked here.
the last two ciphers are really healthy.
Watch
Get hit
out
by
for
the
the
tram.
tram! That would have been big if the puppeteer was able to struggle Goatman into the direction of that. But it does look like our first officer is going to be decoding. But unfortunate wanted order. Ooh.
Ooh,
And we're going to
nice
get a
cage
hit
from
on
the
the first
Goatman.
officer. Yeah, really well done. And it is going to get the first officer down and utilize that last pocket watch. We're not gonna quite get that undaunted, but the cage is able to break before. Oh, but we're closing in, and Novelist does take a body block.
But now Goatman's out of resentment and someone's already at the cipher.
We still have 20 seconds left on that blink. Cypher is primed at this point, and Puppeteer has transitioned over to the old Geisha house. We're gonna go for the pop here. So
No drop
Puppet,
down hit.
Puppeteer definitely has one last Lewis to utilize, but we're gonna see two cages over here, and there's not as much time left on that Puppet, but we're gonna switch to teleport here, and this is going to be, it looks to be our first officer. Our first officer doesn't have anything left. Oh, but the gate is nearly finished. We don't quite have a cage yet, so Magician is going to take a hit. But even with that detention, with no cage, it's going to allow Magician to get away with that chip hit left. Now it does look like the opposite gate is going to be open, and Magician is really close by to the dungeon.
He be able to get dungeon? Ooh.
Oh, really great flywheel on the Magician. Oh, really
Oh,
great decoy as well. But unfortunately, the
ah.
Magician is not going to make it. Really solid endgame there, and congratulations to our H2O survivors.
That was such a great match. A lot of
Really
technical
exciting.
plays and just very, like,
Mhm.
breath-holding moments, especially from the puppeteer.
Definitely. I think being able to extend that rebound kite even after Tide was over, Tide already inherently gives quite a lot of time for any character after they've left that chair, but being able to extend it further, even after utilizing the last puppet as well, was really good on the puppeteer's behalf.
I was when the puppeteer at the end of the second chair went through
Mhm.
the cage and then went back through the cage and the novelist broke the cage at the same time. Oh, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
so ooh,
For sure, and really great.
really good synergy from the entire team.
I really admire the teamwork. It's definitely what they needed, especially up against a goat man. And honestly, it's looking good because then they don't have to worry about him later on, since Goatman will be entering the global bans for Victory's Hunter.
Now it comes the question, what do you think H2O's Hunter is gonna play? Are they gonna play a bit more not just what's that word? I
Mhm.
forgot it. Oh my gosh. A bit more not consistent.
Mhm.
Oh, it's like what's the opposite of risk?
I think maybe one more safer pick. We definitely have
Yeah,
some cream of the crop hunters, the Fantastic Four as we've been calling them, that goat man, that hullabaloo, the shadow, and of course the opera singer. They could, but since H2O was able to escape with three survivors, it does provide them some leniency if they want to go for a more personal pick, depending on who's going to be hunting. But of course, I can definitely also anticipate Goatman for Goatman, sort of like a mirror match, especially on Ever
definitely.
Sleeping.
It would be funny to see a Hellumber though.
I would love to see Hell Ember, unironically. I definitely think that the newest persona adjustments as well can definitely make these hunters that are more uncommon a little bit stronger. I do like the new features. It kind of inspired me to hunt a little more. I'm mostly a survivor player, but um for
Playing
sure.
Hunter is so much fun until you get into a team with like a four-man all
Yeah, right.
MVC, and then it's like, oh, this shit ain't fun.
That's so real. I get so nervous too. And I feel like I have too soft of a heart when I play Hunter as well. When I see survivors being all cute in the pre-match or whatever, or they match, it makes me feel like, oh, maybe I should let them go. And then when I'm playing, if I see someone lagging or someone disconnected, I'm like, you know what? I should give them a tie or whatever.
I feel
I
like
need
that
to learn how to be
too.
ruthless. I want to be, I want to be a true hunter. Yeah.
No, literally. I don't get how people are like, "Oh, okay. Well, you're lagging. Imma just take this free kill and go." Like, dang.
My rank matches, honestly. Though in people's defense, I feel like the ping gets really weird, especially nowadays. I will be slipping and sliding, and then I'll look at my ping and it'll be like 12 ms. Like, don't joke with
Yeah, I don't get
me.
what's with the servers these days. Like, every time I
Mhm.
log on, it's like, "Oh, you're at, like, green ping, like, you're at 80 ping," and then all of a sudden, I hit, like, 700 ping for no reason, and I'm reconnecting the
Right.
server.
Oh my gosh, it's so unfortunate. And even the lobby ping sometimes, I know they added where you're in the pre-match and you're just sitting at the table. You can see your ping in the corner. And it can definitely help. Like if you want to play a character that's um can definitely be hindered. Like imagine playing Perfumer in red ping. No, thank you. But
Mm-mm.
you can have red ping and then when you go into the match, it'll be green or something. And it's like, I don't know what's going on. But
Yeah, IDV servers are a little different.
manifesting better ping for everybody.
We've been manifesting that for the last 5 years.
I think we have to show up at HQ or yeah, at HQ this point. But yeah, heading into our band picks here since we are going to be in the second half. This is going to be our victory survivors up against our H2O hunter. It looks like we're going to go for an antiquarian and seer band first thing.
Hmm. Bring a mechanic.
Please. It's a pretty nice map for mechanic too. I do enjoy maps where the ciphers are kind of clustered together. And oh, but it looks like we're going to be seeing like a mirror pick with a puppeteer and magician first locked in.
And then for third band, we're gonna be seeing a professor.
I would have loved to see the professor. I feel like he's a little bit underutilized.
No, actually. Ever since his last buff, people have been like gassing him up, but no one's been using him.
Right? We have to be the change we want to see. Not me though. I'm not too good with those
Not us
scales.
though. No, we're good.
Someone else, please. But it looks like we're going to be having the Aeroplanist as our third pick.
For our fourth band pick, we'll be having Novelist, and for our fourth last pick, we'll be having Gravekeeper.
Another tanky team. In lieu of the first officer from our first round, we do have the Gravekeeper with his two shovels. And of course, Gravekeeper is a character that does get consistently buffed and adjusted. And the shovels are honestly at their best, I'd love to argue, considering that um, getting them canceled doesn't eat them up entirely. It just goes to cooldown, and you're able to switch between them, and even burst now.
Yes. It's Gravekeeper has become a very, very solid rescue over the myriad of buffs he's
Hmm.
gotten. Oh my gosh. It's like every patch he gets buffed.
True, it honestly feels that way. Here's your seasonal buff, Andrew.
Here's your seasonal buff. I hope your fans really love you.
Oh, I think they're having like an Andrew spree at this point because I'm really loving the most recent skin, the Nether Pact. I actually got it last night.
Oh my
I
god,
don't really
congrats!
thank
It's such a good
you.
skin.
It's super beautiful. I don't really believe too hard in the superstitions, but I did get it when daily reset happened and I was like, okay, maybe some people have a point.
Oh my gosh, there was, like, not a poll, but there was, like, a quote, unquote, statistic done of when
Mhm.
to pull at, like, what times for certain skins, and people were like, "Oh, you gotta do, like, early in the morning, like, 3 a.m. or, like,
Oh
6
my
a.m."
goodness.
And that's, like, allegedly backed up by the statistic.
I'd like to see these statistics.
I have to ask my sister for it.
That would be fun. But speaking of fun, it does look like we are going to be seeing the Goat Man. It is going to be a mirror match after all, and definitely a solid choice.
All right. It seems like we will be running similar to last round. We
Mhm.
will be running Borrowed Time, Flywheel, and Tide.
Yes, no more borrowed timeless team. But we're going for a different formation. I like to call this one the thumbs down. It looks like a lightning bolt with the survivors, but if the hunter completes it, it's a thumbs down.
What's that? Thumbs down, yeah. Look, I always go immediately to Tetris.
Tetris, I think Tetris makes the most sense, to be honest. And
Yeah.
it's faster than saying lightning bolts. Maybe I should start doing that too. But I've been practicing the call outs on the map, so that's taking up my practicing time. But heading into
Yeah.
the second half of round one, this is going to be our victory survivors up against the H2O Hunter. My name is Mima, and I am with Barry for commentary. Good luck to both teams.
Collectible teams.
Now, I don't want to start another bet, but I will manifest. Maybe we're gonna see first chase rescuer, even if it's just a little. I know some hunters like to do that where they try and get the rescuer to waste their item, even just a little bit. Gravekeeper is a little bit more flexible in terms of being able to use your item right away, but
Maybe we'll see Aeroplanets getting chased.
ooh, that would be fun. Aeroplanist is really versatile. Oh, oh, where are we gonna go? Oh, oh my gosh. I should have put the bet. Oh, but it looks like we are going to leave that Gravekeeper after seeing that he's using the shovel.
And it looks like. Is the Goatman gonna commit? Yes, the Goatman's gonna commit to Puppeteer for first shape. So mirror as last round.
Ooh. Now we're gonna go for a puppet right away here. Breaking the cage and taking a hit. Ooh, but a clean cage to close in that distance between him and the puppeteer. We're gonna take another hit, putting Goatman at first presence now. Oop, and we're gonna see a flywheel over to the pallet, which does allow Puppeteer to get safely across. But using the Lewis now, this is the last puppet for now. But the Goatman is gonna go for the hit just by the end of it, and then a blink to close in that distance.
It does seem like Puppeteer is down, and the ciphers, compared to the last round, are a little less healthy, a little less done.
And our Gravekeeper is already on the move. Unfortunately, another wanted order. It's like a mirror in the sense that the rescuers keep getting that wanted order, which does allow the hunter to intercept relatively soon. Oh, and we're gonna see a pallet stun since Goatman was blocking the way after taking that hit, which does allow the Gravekeeper to get a rescue on the Puppeteer. Now, of course, being undertied, Puppeteer isn't able to use the puppet quite yet, but unfortunately, he is going to get hit, which will put him down after Tide runs out.
No double down situation, but it does look to be in the Goatman's favor so far.
It looks like our Gravekeeper is going to commit back to that old Geisha House cipher, but we're going to see Puppeteer chaired in the same chair. Now, we do still have Tide from the Magician, but unfortunately, he is going to be having wanted order. It looks like, however, our Aeroplanist is going to go in for the rescue. Oop. And we're going to see a hover.
Ooh. Okay, he makes it in time.
Oh, that was a really great rescue, just in the nick of time. Our Aeroplanist is, however, going to go down, and the Puppeteer is going to be on the last puppet. Oh, unfortunately, we are looking at a double down here. Really great cage to block that Puppeteer from going over to the Geisha House.
Most definitely.
And unfortunately, our puppeteer is going to be getting sent back to the manor, and our aeroplanist is going to be picking himself up. Now, we don't have a hover left to work with, but we still have 2 jetpacks. And it looks like our aeroplanist is going to pop that flywheel to get across.
Another cage. Oh,
Oh, after using the jetpack as well. Now we are looking at 1 cipher remaining. Now with the Magician here, he still does have that Tide, which does allow for some more time for this Gravekeeper, especially with the decoding debuff. But the cipher is only about a quarter done, and our Magician is going to get intercepted. Oh, beautiful decoy.
very nice decoy from the magician. Airplane is getting hit once more.
Alright, our Aeroplanist is going to go over to the Dancing Geisha, trying to get as much distance from the last cipher as much as he can. Our Magician is still able to go for a rescue, especially with 2 decoys remaining, but he does have to watch out because even without a cage, he will... Well, it's not too bad. We are just going to go for a regular hit here for the Magician,
Is the
who
rescue
is
gonna be
going to be able...
stunting?
Oh, yes! And we're going to go for a pop while the Goatman is in attack recovery.
Airplane still has, yes, he still has the...
Oh,
Ooh.
he's a little bit trapped over there, but he is going to go sneak through as the Goatman is going to be breaking the pallet. Now, Aeroplanist is pretty close to dungeon, but unfortunately, we're going to see a Goatman blink.
And it seems like a tie for these two.
Really well done. What a way to wrap up our round 1. Now, we aren't going to be seeing Goatman for the rest of the matchup since he's going to be entering those global bans, but it was really exciting. And I think I really liked both strategies from the hunters, especially in terms of placing their cages out from anyone. I really liked the use of the cages blocking paths for the survivors and really closing in the gaps in between them. So, really great work for both the hunters.
Really great work to both team survivors and hunters. It was great
Hmm.
watching them both just bounce off of each other and adapt towards the match.
For sure. The teamwork was quite good as well. And, despite having um still unlucky for the rescuers to get that wanted order, but, I think
Most
even
definitely.
down to the builds, it did work in their favor. Um, it was usually the people who were kiting who ended up, with the kiting builds, which is good, and I think they definitely did their best, all of the survivors did, to try and utilize their resources, but, um not too much that they didn't have any preserved. Like for our aeroplanist, our last kite here, we still saw that jetpack saved for the end game, and even the magician keeping the decoys.
Yes. It worked out in the end as they got a tie.
Hmm. For sure. And I think everyone did a really good job staying out of each other's hair in terms of cipher decoding. It's always really tricky, um, especially on maps where the ciphers tend to get close together. If you have to move into the areas with the only ciphers left on the map that haven't been decoded, it can definitely be really tricky, especially with hunters who can close in so much distance like the goat man. So, really great work.
Now that we're going on to round two, what do you think we're gonna see?
Mm, I think we're looking pretty close in points. So, uh, I'm hoping that each team is going to take their own little gamble and mix in their own personal choices. I want to see some off meta picks, definitely. Um, some characters that we haven't even seen yet. think.
Let's be crazy, and I'll say
Mhm.
geisha.
Oh, that would be fun. I do really enjoy watching geisha gameplay. And something to look forward to, especially for you geisha players, is that it does look like an adjustment or a buff is in the works, especially regarding her dashing towards the butterfly. I'm sure everyone's experienced it, regardless of whether you're the hunter or survivor, where geisha will dash to a much farther butterfly away. I do believe that they're adding something that prioritizes the most recent butterfly sent out. So I think that definitely looks good
Ooh,
for any geisha players.
geisha becoming S rank, S tier.
I'd
Yes,
love to see the day. Not in my rank matches though. I'm okay.
almost definitely. Please, a good geisha main always scares me. Keep her away from me.
Right? Me too. Even when I feel like I'm staring back, all it takes is a split second to not be looking back, and she's up your cheeks.
Right. All of a sudden, she's halfway across the map, and then she's right next to you.
Yeah, even on maps like Moonlit River Park, she's one of the few characters that can get across the river even without the bridge. So I do like that. When I'm playing her, not when I'm against her.
Random geisha jump scare.
Right? I think in the same note, I do want to manifest a more bigger map. I'd love to see Moonlit River Park. They recently changed it to just Moon River Park. I don't know if you noticed, Barry, or if anyone in the chat
Yeah,
has. I think just to match the consistency for their recent Hullabaloo lore event, but I can't help but still call it Moonlit.
it still should be called Moonlit. I don't know. I feel like an old head saying that though.
Old gens.
Old gens. When did you join IDV Mima?
That's a good question. I definitely think it was at the end of. Do you remember when Golden Rose Theater was first there?
Yes.
Yes. I was in the last month or less. Actually, my my manor career, it tells me that my first day entering the manor was 9/11. So,
Oh.
yeah, but it was definitely at the tail end of Golden Rose Theater. I I think I got Ronald as my very first like high tier skin. But yeah, how about you, Barry?
For me, it was right after the Persona collab ended.
Oh my no! Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
it was bad. I was debating downloading the game, but I was like, I don't know. Uh, I'm not really into horror games like that. Mind you,
Mhm.
this isn't even a horror game anymore. But
Right.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was looking for a DVD alternative.
It's good that you found one.
Yeah,
And you know what? It's good that they reran the Persona 5 collab.
most definitely. I was so sad when I first missed out on it. I was like, oh my gosh. I also missed out on Crimson Bride, even though I was there
Oh
for that.
no. Oh no. I get what you mean. Like I love mechanic. I'm a mechanic main and I literally joined I believe I don't remember the number, but I know that when I joined, Candy Girl was the Logic Pass skin for the previous season. And I was so jealous of everyone who had I still am. Candy Girl havers, watch your backs.
Oh, I have to watch my back now.
Okay, Barry.
Okay. Well, I don't have recently I've been kind of fumbling with the logic path.
Mhm.
Ugh, I've been so out of it. I've been
That's
so
fair.
busy.
Yeah, it's definitely a commitment to just keep up your weekly points, honestly. Though right now they do allow you to get some weekly points from playing the mini games, like with the affinity games with the Ashes of Memory crew. You can also do it with the deep sea exploration, the one with the jellyfish.
I'd
But
rather do that than
yeah.
play Norton's long mini game. Oh my gosh.
That's fair. Uh, What's another thing? Oh yeah, I do like that they have implemented a way to buy the Logic Path skin, but I really think that it should be discounted depending on how far you were in the Logic Path in the previous seasons. I've had
Definitely.
seasons where I've missed out just by like a few hundred steps or something, and I can't do it because I've hit the weekly limits, and then I don't want to pay like the full price of the skin that I was literally 100 steps away from. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they already
It
have a cutoff.
sucks.
Mhm. Hopefully, they start to consider more things like that in the future. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
file that in the little Q&A.
Maybe they should just bring back all Logic Path skins. I don't know. I'm not complaining. I want
True.
Merc skin.
Oh, Merc skin is so cute. Well, it's not cool, but the best things are cute to me.
He
But
looks
yeah.
chopped, but he's chopped to me.
You're chopped. It's okay. Oh, okay. So it does look like we are going to be heading into Red Church for our round two. We are going to be having our victory survivors and our global bands for the survivors end is looking like Puppeteer, Magician, and the Aeroplanist. And of course, our Goatman is going to be in our global bands for the Hunter side, which will be H2O first thing.
I was gonna make a joke about Lucky Guy's Logic Path skin, but I don't feel like no one would get it.
Is it like a reference?
Kinda. I was gonna say it's like BB No Money Silas. That's what
Oh
he
my
kind of looks
god,
like.
I know what you're talking about! Like That's so funny. Oh my gosh, I remember when he did the Silas cosplay. And like Lucky Guy just needs like the BB No Money facial hair. And then
He does.
That's so funny.
It's still so funny. BB No Money cosplayed Silas of all characters.
I didn't know he was that. Like I knew he was chill, but I didn't know he was chill like that.
No, seriously. He's just a chill guy for real.
Yeah. They should do a Love and Deep Space collab.
You know how much money they'd make from that?
Right? I do believe it's like the number one game in China right now. They gave rewards. I was playing last night, but I'm gonna manifest that. Please.
I wanted to keep playing so badly, but I'm like, I could this gameplay is killing me and like
No, yeah.
I can't. I'm
I
already
respect that.
balancing like Star Rail, Reverse, and
Right.
like IDV. I can't do another gotcha game. I can't.
I know, right? It's kind of a money sink, and because they have all these deals, I spend more and I just don't even realize. Like I'll be like, "Oh, this pack is like 3.99, sure." And then it keeps adding up, and then I'll get a notification and it's like, "Oh, you just got charged $40 from
No, that
Apple." And I'll
always
be like,
happens. But
"How did
okay,
that
at
happen?"
least their deals are good, unlike IDVs.
Okay,
Not even a
true.
single pull.
And
Not even
then
a single pull.
right? And then when you buy Echoes, it's just an immediate charge. I feel it right away.
Yeah, immediately you feel like, oh, great. I didn't get the skin I want and I just wasted $100. Great.
Right? Time for next paycheck. Oh, it's such a money sink. But yeah, I definitely delegate my cash between IDV and then Love and Deep Space.
At
What
least Love
sucks
and Deep
is
Space, like you get to see sexy hot men on your screen. In this game, we get
okay.
to see like skins that are like gonna get adjusted next week.
The skins from 4 years ago. Yeah, we're optimizing the skin from 4 years ago. Oh.
Ah, yes, you are a shade lighter than you were before.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And then with like the rhinoplasty.
Oh my god, yes. Buckle fat removal, chin filler, tummy tuck, what's it called?
Exactly.
Rhinoplasty. I think I said that right though.
Mhm.
What else do they go? Double eyelid surgery, like all that.
Exactly. Oh, it looks like we are getting our first Vanza picks. We're gonna see a fire investigator van. Okay.
Damn.
He's my favorite character, like ever. So I understand. But we are instead going to be seeing the first officer and antiquarian, however. And it's nice to be able to see that antiquarian, especially like you pointed out earlier, Barry. Definitely a solid choice. And we did see her in the band jail previously. So it's nice to be able to see her now, especially on a map like Red Church. I think it's pretty open enough that you can provide quite a bit of support.
Most definitely. And for our third band, we will be seeing Coordinator. So it really seems like they're trying to stop like second rescue, it looks like.
Hmm.
The PNG of just meteorologists sitting there.
She gets to be special because she is special. Meteorologist is making waves. And it looks like she is going to be our third lock-in. And it looks like we are going to be having a novelist ban. A little bit unfortunate since we didn't get to see too much novelist harassment quite yet, but we are looking at a psychologist as our fourth and final pick. Another tanky team, I'd say, with the first officer and the psychologist, respectively. And you do have the healing potential of both the psychologist and meteorologist.
A very I want to say heavy heel comp, but most
Hmm.
definitely a more tanky supportive comp.
Yeah. And you can definitely buy time in both the harassment. It does extend their kite potential, especially being able to tank extra hits on the psychologist end. And of course, with that pocket watch for the first officer, if he so happens to use it for kiting or to prolong the chair waiting time. And speaking of which, first officer does have the longest chair time in the game at the moment. So it does allow for some decoding time if he does end up being on that chair.
Meteorologist and antiquarian can support as well. Oh my god, I cut out. My bad.
All good.
I was gonna say meteorologist and antiquarian can support the psychologist and first officer while they're in first kite or later in the match. They're very strong support, so I'm really excited to see what they can do in this match.
Yeah, likewise. And I'm really interested in seeing who our hunter is going to be as well. I think I'm definitely hoping that we get to see that unconventional pick here. We're no stranger to these survivors, but we can definitely balance that out with a really surprising hunter pick.
It's gonna be Beyonce.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh, it's Beyonce!
With Hullabaloo popping on the screen.
Oh, that's the opposite.
The opposite. Um,
Well, it's gonna be fun to see some Hullabaloo gameplay. I don't think have we seen him in this tournament?
I think we have, and we've definitely been seeing him quite a while. I know I saw him. I was watching IJL last night. I was trying to stay up for the whole thing, but I fell asleep midway. But uh always a solid
Congrats
choice.
to what was the team that won again?
RC
RC.
reject.
RC get make a skin for Merc. RC make a skin for Merc. RC make a skin for Merc.
Manifesting. Now we are just gonna head right into our area selection. I'll hand it over to you, Barry, for the builds.
The builds seem to be borrow time on everyone with Windows for psychologist, Windows for meteorologist, tied for first officer, and flywheel for antiquarian.
Yeah, solid choice, especially with the hullabaloo for sure. You really want to be careful with how you pop the ciphers, especially since he doesn't have that attack recovery. If you go down, uh, being able to have that borrowed time to pick yourself back up is huge. But yeah, as we head into round two, this is the first half, and we are going to be having our H2O Hunter up against our Victory Survivors. My name is Mima, and I am joined by Barry for commentary. Good luck to both teams.
Collectible teams.
Now, it's always tough when the hunter spawns in the graveyard position because you either have to rotate away from it or you have to really risk going into graveyard and potentially getting intercepted by them or just walking right into them, really.
Yeah.
It
I really like playing around the walls and the area right at the gate, the little like ruins
Mhm.
right there. I
Yeah,
much
for
prefer that to
sure.
graveyard.
Honestly, that's fair. Especially because, honestly, when it comes to graveyard, there's so many pumpkins and I get stuck on them like crazy. But our Hullabaloo is looking for a first target. We aren't quite getting any tinnitus here because the meteorologist has since then rotated to the cottage. Yeah, and speaking of rotation, it does look like our psychologist is going to be leaving the church, but Hullabaloo is not too far off, heading over towards the graveyard where he sees the psychologist's trail.
All right, it seems like a first chase is psychologist.
Oh, and we're gonna see that clone get a red ball onto the psychologist.
It seems like the Hullabaloo is running insolence detention.
Mhm. So we are slowly approaching that first presence mark. Psychologist is doing a good job keeping distance from our Hullabaloo here, not quite getting another ball, but we're gonna see another clone get the black ball in, and oh,
Ooh,
nice
nice
pallet
power stun from the
stun.
psychologist.
Now, of course, with the psychologist's extra stress, it does allow her to take two more hits so long as she doesn't go down before then. But we are going to be seeing psychologist stay out of the range, but into the white is going to put her at a second hit. And of course, like Barry said, with that insolence, our Hullabaloo is nearly at max presence now.
Psychologist is doing a really, really good job stalling out for her team.
Hmm.
Three ciphers have already popped. Ooh, nice play from the psychologist.
And it looks like our Hullabaloo is holding down for another clone, but we are going to get a terror shock on the psychologist from the window vault. It looks like our antiquarian is already in the area. Are we gonna quite it doesn't look like we're quite there for the chair. But ciphers are looking good, especially with the meteorologist taking over the psychologist's previous cipher in church.
Wanted order once again on meteorologist, but ooh, giving a free rescue.
And it looks like we're gonna have that hit on meteorologist already with nearly just one ball left to go for this meteorologist to get downed, and it looks like we're gonna have it happen here. No psychologist being undertied, she cannot be healed quite yet, but she is going to be getting chaired close to the church cipher, which is nearly done, three quarters done.
We are going to see the warp from the Hullabaloo.
Hmm. Really aggressive plays here, and we are going to get another terror shock on the psychologist. But our antiquarian is close by, and after trait revealing, oh, our Hullabaloo is going to drop the psychologist in time, despite the stun from our antiquarian here. Oh, beautiful
Ooh, nice
flywheel.
flywheel.
We're going to see two more stuns from the antiquarian's flute. This does give her only a quarter of a flute left to work with, but it does look like we're pushing that church cipher, putting us only at one cipher remaining as psychologist is about to go on her second chair. Now Hullabaloo is looking to chair right next to the last cipher by the meteorologist. Oh, and we're gonna struggle
Oh,
to. Oh no! And it
oh,
does.
this
It
is
doesn't
looking
seem.
really, really bad for the. Oh, let's see. Get the down right
Mhm.
here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, the struggle free. Oh, and we're gonna see a double down with the meteorologist and psychologist. Psychologist is currently being healed, however, or trying to pick herself up, and our antiquarian only has a quarter of a stick left. Uh, this is going to be the psychologist's actual second chair. And it looks like our first officer has opened up a new cipher.
All right, it's all up to this antiquarian to stall long enough for the cipher to be done.
Our meteorologist
Hey,
is nearly picked up, so we could be seeing a rescue from our meteorologist instead. And it
it
does
looks
look,
like that's the
oh,
play they're going for.
and our antiquarian is going to use up the rest of her flute, cornering herself just to avoid the range for that hullabaloo who can't quite move yet. It does look like both the meteorologist and psychologist are going to be leaving the area, and first officer with that slower decoding is only going to be a little bit halfway past. And looks like our antiquarian has joined him. But of course, our
S-
hullabaloo does have warp. We can definitely play this pretty patiently with a meteorologist and psychologist going for the heal. Our first officer still also has his pocket watches left to go, but it looks like our antiquarian is long gone, trying to open up a chest. But I think our hullabaloo may have heard that.
Seems like Hullabaloo is gonna opt to go for first officer as of right now.
The cipher's looking nearly almost primed, but Antiquarian has continued opening that chest to retrieve a decoy as our psychologist and meteorologist get the heal in. Oh, and we're looking at a terror shock for the first officer. Pretty unfortunate to have this happen in front of the nearly prime cipher, but of course, we do have one more cipher past the halfway mark.
And it seems like someone is working at it. It looks like psychologist is working at the last cipher.
Our psychologist is the only survivor who is on dead on chair, but of course, being so far away and already utilizing that warp, it does put Hullabaloo in this position where he just has to protect the chair, especially with both the meteorologist and antiquarian tag teaming, who we are going to be seeing get the rescue in. Ooh. Antiquarian just has to watch out for the red ball. The downside of having red be your last one is that you can't utilize the flywheel, but we are looking at a terror shock and a clean pop before the hullabaloo can pick Antiquarian up, so we're looking at a four-man endgame.
It seems like. Ooh.
Oh,
Nice
beautiful
flywheel from the
flywheel.
antiquarian.
Yeah, and it looks like the other opposite gate is getting decoded with the rest of the team there. So as it opens, it looks like our Antiquarian is going to be our solo escape here. And oh, unfortunately, the warp is just too short of the gate, and our three survivors are going to be escaping.
Wow, what a very. Oof. I was feeling the pressure from the hullabaloo on the other side. Oh my gosh.
For sure. Whew. Really great work. That was really an intense match. Even though I'm not the one hunting, I really felt how intense it was. And honestly, I think the servers were quite on top of being able to support each other and knowing when they have to leave. I think even from the get-go, rotating and just being wary of where the hullabaloo is, especially hullabaloo himself, right? Like he makes distance so fast. And he is just a fast hunter in general. So being able to rotate from the get-go and then also keeping distance from the team, um, knowing when the hunter is going to come for them next and getting away from like the cipher or the chair was really good on the survivor's part.
Yeah, it was really good seeing how the entire team just bounced around Hullabaloo and everything, just keeping him on his toes, just
hmm
healing up, supporting each other. I think what the downfall was with Hullabaloo was just allowing these backdoor rescues to go through.
True, like it's still pretty aggressive to play this way, but unfortunately, like it did allow for them to kind of escape from him despite the wanted order and being able to heal up one another or get new items or like I think being able to get new items too can be like indicative of how much free time your team has. You don't always have time to do that, but being able to do that or go back to previous ciphers um shows like it's quite hard to manage, especially. Oh, I think another big thing was losing the dead on chair psychologist and having her struggle free as well. It would have been huge to
Yes.
have her chaired at the uh would-be Prime Cipher. Well, it did end up being the Prime Cipher, but yeah, having to struggle free, especially as Hullabaloo, you don't um get survivors down as other hunters may. So it's definitely a big threat.
Yeah, that struggle out of balloon was game changing, but the hullabaloo did turn it around by getting a double down right
Hmm.
there at the end, though. But unfortunately, the ciphers were too far gone at that point.
For sure. Yeah, it was it was honestly a good call for the first officer to just dip and open up a new one. Uh Regardless of how a cipher, how far along a cipher is, it's never a bad thing to start a new one just in case, especially if the hunter is clearly showing that uh they do want to guard the cipher. And since nobody was playing so aggressively, uh it was definitely a good call to kind of expand their reach.
Definitely. I feel like their teamwork at the end, especially like shown through with psychologists and
Mhm.
meteorologists immediately running off, the only ones on chair, running off completely to a dead area with no ciphers at it, while Antiquarian still took the attention from the hullabaloo while First Officer was decoding. Overall, it was just an amazing match to watch and commentate. I was silent during that. I felt like I was like I was holding my breath the entire time.
Yeah, even I'm at the edge of my seat too, even. It's really fun. And it's only the first half, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how our H2O survivors respond to this, honestly.
They're gonna bring out BB No Money, lucky
Really
guy.
no one. I'll be surprised if anyone has the skin already, but I do think that even though the season just reset, people are like flying by really fast.
Yeah, someone on my friends list last week was already at 1,000.
Oh my gosh, I wish that was me.
Me at like 200 right now.
It's okay. Now I want to check. I wish I could be one of those people who save up their dice, but as soon as I get them, I roll. I roll. Even if it only gets me one, I just can't help but roll. And I always try and get rid of the red dots. I don't know if anyone can relate, but they love to just put the red dot notifications, so I try and remove them as much as possible. And
Every
it
time.
yeah, it makes me freak out, like, when I try and open up everything, and then there's still the red dot. Like, what are you? It tends to be a glitch in that case, but still.
I hate it when like I log into someone else's account or log back into my account
Mhm.
through another device and it's just all red.
Oh
Every
my
time I'm just like, oh
gosh.
my gosh, I have to like go through everything, check everything. It's like the worst.
I get what you mean. I wish we could just do, like, a close all, like, there was a button on the corner. And no offense, I'm excited for the anniversary stuff to leave the event store because it's always a red dot, and even if I open up all the items, it doesn't go away. Like, I already own these items, so please.
I need to get that you just reminded me, I need to
Oh
log
my
in
gosh.
and do the anniversary stuff for my free ATR unlock card.
Yes, I'm happy to remind you. And just a reminder for anyone else, it does look like the anniversary stuff is going to be leaving in 4 days. It's going to leave after the maintenance day. But one thing to look out for is that if you're looking to unlock some emotes, there are selection packs in the event store. There is the lie downs and the shout emotes for survivors. Of course, not all of them are there, but some of them were literally released into these packs. So I definitely recommend it. And there's also visit standbys for hunters if you don't have them already.
I still find it crazy they just randomly said, "Hey, you guys want any emotes and standbys? Here you go." Like, oh, okay.
Right? Though I'm not complaining, to be honest. I think I
Me
got
neither.
I think I got the Florian shout through there, and I was happy to get something so easy because um it took me ages to get the lie down emote from the rank essence. I've only ever gotten it once. I was getting everybody's lie down except for Florian. Like, I kid you not. I literally was like soloing every single day, and I was like, okay, I got to champion. Can I have my Florian emote now? I
No.
didn't. I didn't get it. Like every day, I was just grinding, and I was just, yeah, no, I don't recommend it. And I wish that um they kind of had some sort of pity, like, "Oh, you're not getting this item? Here, you can get it after spinning like 10
The negatives
times."
of the gacha system.
Exactly. Like, I don't know what I would have done if it left without me getting it, because I don't know where, the rank rewards go. I wish even that the emotes just went into the shop, because I know the B tier accessories and the A tier and the S tier, just the accessories basically, go into the shop. What I would do to be able to buy the C tiers, because I feel like C tier skins are even harder to get than B
They're
tiers or A
impossible.
tiers,
But
right?
honestly, some of them be looking a little chopped. Like,
A
oh yay, like,
little.
oh my god, I opened the essence. I got doo-doo green Emil.
I know exactly which skin you're talking
Exactly.
about.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I love collecting for my favorites. I don't wish this trait upon anyone, because collecting an IDV can definitely be um chaotic. But
Harsh.
yeah, it just,
Especially if your favorite is a mechanic
oh
or
my gosh, don't even
mercenary.
start.
Oh my gosh. Every year they're like, "Hey, look, we got a new S tier for you. Shell out your wallet."
Exactly. But you know what? It's okay, because they do end up being really cute. But, it does look like we are heading into our ban picks for the second half. Now we are going to be having our H2O survivors up against our victory hunter, and it looks like we're banning the knight, priestess, and the mechanic. But in turn, we are going to be having coordinator and aeroplanist.
It seems like we're gonna be seeing a sangria ban. Very
Ooh,
interesting. For
honestly
our
fair.
third pick, we will be saying Seer for our third pick, and our fourth pick as first officer. Our final ban was Gravekeeper. Very interesting to let the Seer go through.
Mhm. Maybe we're looking at a hunter that can definitely counter the extra protection that that owl provides. Oh my gosh, maybe I'll see my chip hunter manifestation from when we started very
Maybe,
bring
maybe
out
we
the
could be seeing a
mad
Bonbon,
eye.
Sculptor.
We could do fool's gold. I love fool's gold. But um yeah, we could be seeing some oh, I think she kind of counts clerk with the hit
Oh
recordings.
yeah, with the chip recordings, yeah. We
Exactly.
could also be seeing a less fun pick, but we could be seeing Ivy because how it counters Seer, but that's just me
Right,
talking as a Seer main.
for sure.
Can't believe we're seeing Seer like that. Like I'm shocked.
No, you're right. And you know what? I guess it's not too much of a worry, since he will be entering the global bans, but being able to allow Seer into play is still, like, he's banned so much for a reason. But it looks like we are going to get our hunter pick, and it's going to be Smiley Face.
Oh, what an interesting. You know what? I'll take it. I said I'll take any off meta pick. I'll take it.
I don't know if he's off meta anymore, but he's definitely like really high end usage as well. I can see why, honestly, especially with the Persona Web adjustments and extending the flywheel cooldown a little bit more. Oh,
Definitely. Plus,
and
smiley mains are not to call them lunatics, but to call them lunatics.
you know what? Um, Smiley even got a buff too. I definitely remember some clips going around of how he was adjusted in terms of like the collision. It was so easy to get
Oh,
caught on
right, I
anything,
forgot.
but being in that dash is a lot more smooth now.
It's gonna be interesting to see some Smiley gameplay, especially on Red Church with all the tight corners. But moving
Hmm.
to the map picks, or not the map picks, the selection, and to the persona webs, it seems like everybody will be running borrowed time again. Uh, Tied for both first officer and aeroplanist, Windows for coordinator, and flywheel for seer.
Yeah, definitely some solid choices, especially with the borrowed time. Smiley faces definitely like to slug. So it does work for the strat, especially with the drill. But, moving on into this match, we are going to be having our Victory Hunter up against our H2O survivors. My name is Mima, and I am with Barry for commentary. Best of luck to both teams.
Best of luck to
Ooh,
both
another.
teams. Netherwalker.
I love the skin.
It has been forever since I've seen a Netherwalker.
The smiley face or the thumbs up too. But it does look like we are going to take some time before getting into that dash. Definitely getting some tinnitus here as our coordinator waits to take that window vault. We do have a kiting coordinator with that knee-jerk reflex, but it does look like Smiley Face is going to opt for someone else, looking like the aeroplanist here at the back gate, or the side entrance.
Fast pallet breaking from the Smiley with confined and insolence. Ooh,
Ooh,
nice
great hover.
hover.
Yeah, and a dodge right afterwards. Really solid. And our oh, beautiful Al. Great teamwork here. We are looking at a full health Aeroplanist here, and his jetpack is about to be off cooldown.
It seems like the Smiley is gonna switch targets to the Seer.
Oh, and
Oh,
unfortunately,
missed
the
up a.
flywheel. Now we do still have Blink online for the smiley face.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, flying, we're looking at a seer going into our first chair.
That is unfortunate. It seems like Smiley was banking on the chance that Seer was nearby after he used the owl.
And after giving the owl to a teammate, definitely made seer all the more vulnerable. Now we are just gonna go for the rocket hit on the Aeroplanist. Now Aeroplanist does have Tide to work with, but of course our smiley face did utilize that blink. Ooh, nice
Nice
pallet.
pallet.
Pallet is able to eat the drill, but we're looking at really great patience on the Seer's part for dropping down these pallets. It's really easy to get hit through them, but we are going to be seeing Seer go down once again. And it looks like Aeroplanist has since then continued. Or I think it's someone else, but someone's definitely taken over that Seer's old cipher.
It seems like airplane seems to be working in all the way in the. Wait, is that airplane? Well, anyways, Smiley is on the first officer.
Yeah, he'll have to be careful here, especially using the pocket watch. But thankfully we were able to get a good save here with another tide to work with. Our first officer is gonna get body block in and then pallet stunning our smiley face.
Oh, it seems like Seer is running towards the finished
Ooh,
cipher. Are they
yeah.
gonna ask for some more support or?
Yeah, coordinator is definitely nearby. Uh, yeah, and it does look like our coordinator is gonna go for the shoot. Shot, my English. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Mm, English second
Luckily
language.
enough for coordinator, it seems like she didn't get hit.
Mm-hmm. And
It
being
was
at two
really.
ciphers, yeah, it does allow for some time to body block. Oh,
It seems like Smiley. Oh, Smiley is gonna go back towards the seer and the coordinator.
ooh, nice bait there. I think the seer hard vaulted, or I don't know. But either way, coordinator was able to get a good body block. And oh, unfortunately,
Ooh,
we're gonna see a blink down on the seer. And since the coordinator did use that flare gun, there's no other way to get the seer off, and he will be getting sent back to the manor shortly.
unfortunate. It seems like the last cipher is at 56%, and Smiley is going to run towards what looks like the first officer. Oh, no, never
Maybe.
mind.
You can never really know with Smiley Face.
Seems like Smiley's just running around the map looking for another victim.
Exactly, and it looks like it's going to be Coordinator, especially after seeing that blood trail. Unfortunately, we are at a lack of pallets at the graveyard, having been earlier utilized, but our aeroplanist has started a new one, and it looks like we are going to be playing the slugging game here.
Peak Smiley gameplay.
Yes, it's not a smiley match without someone bleeding out on
Get
the floor after getting.
And it seems like,
Oh!
oh,
Yeah, unfortunately.
unfortunate.
Yeah, it looks like our airplanist is gonna get chaired right by the cipher here as well. Our only other cipher with progress at the moment is going to be, um, oh, it looks like our first officer has crows.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely unfortunate. And our coordinator is taking some time to pick herself back up. We're gonna see the first officer use that pocket watch, but unfortunately, is gonna get dashed on, and it is going to lose effect with first officer down too. What is that emote? I don't think I've
it's
seen
the
that before.
threaten emo.
Oh,
It seems like Smiley's gonna opt to chair both of the other survivors while leaving coordinator slugged. I think because Smiley knows
ooh.
where the coordinator, yup, was baiting out the coordinator to use exit path.
Yeah, and unfortunately, there is no dungeon over at this side entrance here. Now, another reminder is that we aren't going to be having the final deduction stage in this tournament, so it definitely makes this process all the more slower. Oh, and we're not going to quite get that blink in. Oh, but yeah,
Get.
unfortunately, coordinator is gonna go down, and with no exit path to use, it's gonna be a four-man elimination.
What amazing gameplay from the Smiley side. Just the control they had over dashing and everything, just keeping the team on their toes, injuring them, saving it for a
Hmm.
later point to like stuff them all.
For sure. Yeah, it's it's honestly really fun to see how Hunter can turn things around even when survivors are really doing their best to support one another. I think the teamwork was definitely like they pulled out all the stops for one another, but unfortunately just utilizing all their resources, be it their own items or just like the pallets, definitely left them with a lot less to work with in the end game. And the ciphers were so far spread apart, and not being able to heal at all definitely was a downside as well. Especially for Smiley, it just leaves some more room to slug. It definitely forces them into less decoding opportunities, especially if they want to opt for those chest openings. I think even Cord got interrupted when she was going through a chest as well.
Definitely. The lack of healing really hurt in the end game when everyone else was injured. Right after Seer was on death chair, it just that's just Smiley gameplay for you. Everyone injured at the end, getting slugged out. Really good
Hmm.
work from the Smiley. The survivors really tried to play out the Smiley, trying to body block and trying to stall for as long as they could with the last cipher. But unfortunately, it just didn't work out.
For sure. Yeah, I'm also glad that we got our bit of an unconventional pick, even if it was from our hunter end too.
I'll take it. Like, it's not a Robbie, but it's something interesting to watch.
For sure. Um, yeah, and since we're moving into round three, it does look like our victory team is heading in with the point lead. Our points are looking at 5-8, and victory did win round two with this four-man elimination.
Interested to see in what they're going to do for round three. Who are they gonna pick?
I hope they pick a bigger map. I think we've been playing a little bit smaller scale, especially with Red Church. We don't have any elevated areas, so I would love to see more to work with essentially.
I would
It's
like to
still not too late.
see.
Mm.
Hmm. Speaking of elevation, sorry to cut you
Mhm.
off.
No,
Uh,
you're all
we
good.
could we could totally see a Chinatown or maybe perhaps Moonlit, as you were saying earlier. We could see a dancer
True.
pick
I would
or
love to see a dancer pick.
a toy merchant.
Toy Merchant even more so. She is one of my favorite characters, and being able to just have that distance, not just for yourself, but for your teammates as well, can definitely come in handy, especially when you have a higher elevation, even if it's not like too much. Oh, sorry, I just had someone coming into my room right there. But yeah, in a similar note, I think we haven't really seen Priestess yet, but so long as she's not banned, she definitely allows for some extra support getting from uh one end to another, but also from one floor to another.
Most definitely. It would be great to see some Fiona gameplay, but I feel like she won't be allowed into the later matches, seeing as
Mhm.
how tight the bands are getting.
For sure, yeah, and we just having all the more into our global bands and expanding uh the characters that we can choose for our regular bands too. I think we'll have some more wiggle room with the um hunter side though, because even with our globals, because we even saw a smiley pick, that's what's going to end up in the global bans instead of anyone else who might be in like our Fantastic Four.
Definitely. I'd be excited to see again a Robbie. Please,
For sure.
Robbie.
What are your thoughts on playing Robbie on bigger maps?
Ugh, guys. I mean, it could work. Um, I prefer to run detention confined space build so
Right.
I can have a very fast chase in with warp.
Mhm.
But for bigger maps with Robbie, the problem is that everyone just ignores the trees on the other side of the map. Like you get very screwed by RNG at the start, especially on bigger
Right.
maps. So it's really just like you have like especially on Moonlit, you have like